welcome to IDG Talks. My name is Anastasia Laurina, and today we have a very special guest, former U.S. Ambassador to Azerbaijan, Monsieur Bryza. Warm welcome to our program.
Thanks, Anastasia. Thanks for letting me be with you.
Thank you so much. It was a great presentation here. You spoke about the peace process between Armenia and Azerbaijan, and the first question I would like to address, it's about the meeting held between the head of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Azerbaijan and Armenia in Berlin this week. What are your expectations from these meetings, and how it will affect the peace process between two countries?
It's impossible to tell because the meeting is probably still going on right now. You and I had spoken before about whether or not it was significant that Olaf Scholz had greeted President Aliyev and Prime Minister Pashinyan on the margins of the Munich Security Conference. At the time, it seemed like he was just being polite because the event was in his country. But now he's followed up. He's followed up with this discussion right now. So anytime there's a sort of an unplanned meeting between the foreign ministers, that's a good sign. It means they're making progress. And it's absolutely clear that both national leaders, I mean President Aliyev, Prime Minister Pashinyan, they want a peace treaty. And so when you want it, then you have to work out the details, and that's what the foreign ministers, I hope, are doing.
And it seems that the position of some countries in Europe will not affect the peace process if two countries come to the conclusion that there is a real need to sign the peace agreement.
Absolutely. No country, whether it's France or anybody else, can get in the way. I've thought for a long time that there's no longer a need for mediators. President Aliyev and Prime Minister Pashinyan are so close already to an agreement. They know what they need to finalize the agreement, and I think that's what the foreign ministers are doing. Mediators just get in the way, and countries that aren't even mediators that want to obstruct things, I think, will have no power to do so.
Today you touched a very important topic for Azerbaijan, COP29. What are your expectations from this event?
Well, number one, that it'll be a continuation of the successes at COP28, so we don't have to go into all of those. We could, but and you know that Azerbaijan will do a good job as for a year plus the co-leader of the global energy transition. But my hope, I don't know if it's an expectation, my hope is that Azerbaijan will use this opportunity on top of the world stage to show everybody that the false narratives about Azerbaijan that have been fed to the world for the last 30 years are exactly that, false. There's a much better story of a country, yes, that produces oil and gas, but is also investing heavily in renewable energy. And as I said a moment ago, co-leading the global energy transition, wants peace and wants regional economic prosperity for not just Azerbaijan, but for Armenia as well, together with Turkey, because that's going to be the foundation for a lasting peace, is prosperity.
I want to quote one of the sentences you used today. You say that it will be enormous efforts. Azerbaijan will show enormous efforts how its rebuilding is going in the region. So, during the event of COP29. How do you say it?
Yeah, so two amazing things are happening at the same time that are to Azerbaijan's favor, right? One, Azerbaijan's recovered all of its previously occupied territories and is rebuilding them and is attracting people back to them. That's in the life of a country, that's an enormous event. But at the same time, Azerbaijan is a leader of COP29. And what I wanted to mention in my remarks, and I forgot to here at Ada University, is Azerbaijan it got to be the leader of COP29 because of the peace process with Armenia. It was Nikol Pashinyan who lifted Armenia's veto on Azerbaijan being the chair of COP29 in exchange for President Aliyev lifting Azerbaijan's veto and Armenia joining the East European group of COP29, or of the COP. So the fact that Azerbaijan is going to lead COP29 shows the peace process is moving forward, because this never would have happened without that peace process.
Indeed, Matthew, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks, Anastasia.
Thank you.